Welcome to Saturday evening Dooger. It's evening for me. That's what matters. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Kabam, kabam. I'm sorry that it's so grainy. My chair literally just broke. So, yeah. This is where we're at. This is what's going on in my life. Basically, I adjust myself a lot by like grabbing this part and pushing up, and I pushed on this and it just, the entire thing just went. I was like, okay. Okay, that's fine. I know how to fix it. It's just one screw that got shoved out. So it's not broken. It's I de-screwed it somehow. It's not good. Anyway, how's it going? I hope you're all getting better. Yeah, Sam basically for the last couple of days has been like, I feel like I'm getting sick. But I was the first one that felt like I was sick, so maybe I won't get sick. Maybe I'll just be the person who has a sore throat the whole time, and then I'm just better, and it's fine. So I got crazy sick, and Sam woke up this morning and was like, I feel awful, like really bad. So I said, you know what? Just stay in bed. Sleep as long as you want. But then the drawback of that was that I couldn't get a hold of him like half an hour before my stream, and I was like, he's definitely still sleeping. Which I was glad for. Glad that he's, that he's sleeping and making sure that he's resting and whatnot. But it did mean that I had to cancel my stream earlier. So thank you all for being here. He was like, I'm just not going to stream tonight. I was like, oh, well then. Must have been the air kiss after he delivered your tea. Or just, living in the same house and sleeping in the same bed as me. But yeah, Clark has conjunctivitis in both eyes. And her nose is running and she's coughing now. But she's, got so much energy. She's still running around, screaming, having a blast. We're like, great. I mean, she feels fine, I guess. So, babies, they're strong. So that's great. Oh, yeah, baby girl. I know. Poor Bab. There was no way she wasn't going to get sick, though. If both Sam and I are sick, there was nothing we could do. So, Mordock, thank you very much for all the biddies. I have to leave for work soon. I hope the fam gets better and you have a good stream. I was planning on telling my friend about the crush I have on them today, but she wasn't at the event that we had. So I love you all and stay cool. Yo, next time. And good on you for telling somebody about your feels. Can't see, blocked nose, sounds like a party. It's a lot of we're going through a lot of rags. It's a lot of, like, every day is a couple of different rags that we're wiping her eyes with ever so softly, grabbing shit from her nose. I'm trying to teach her how to blow. So I was like, look, mommy has to blow her nose. And I'm like, do you want to try to blow your nose? And she just sits there like, with me like this. And she's like, mm-hmm. Anyway, mommy, what are we doing? So that's not working. You checked out Backbone. Cool pixel art detective game. Is that game out? I played the demo. Is that game out now? It took my niece like 5 years to blow her own nose. What have we been teaching Clark that she's actually been pretty good at? Oh, I'm currently in preparation for potty training. I'm teaching her to put on and take off clothes. And she's loving it. She like throws a party every time. So if she's able to take off her own shirt, she's like, ah, like so excited about it. And obviously the important one is, can you pull up your pants and pull down your pants? So she's figuring that out as well and feels really awesome. So that's great. What are the other ones? I feel like there are other things that we've been trying to encourage her to do on her own, and she's actually nailing it. I can't remember. It'll probably come to me because I can't stop talking about my kids. So hey, welcome everybody. Excited to be here. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me talk about my child and eventually eat Indian food, because apparently that's on the way. I don't know why I say apparently as though Sam just like made a choice on his own, when literally what happened was I was like, oh, we need to eat something. And Sam was like, yeah, should I order something? And I was like, sure. What do you want? And he said, what do you want? And I said, Indian food. So this is entirely me. Lexi, what's up, dude? You have a cute child. We get it. She's pretty cute. Roll cute, in fact. Indian is the best. Yeah, so we ordered Indian food once so far since we've lived here. And it was my love, he brings me Indian food. Oh my God, there's so much there. There's so much. Thank you.
What do you mean?
What did you encourage me to get? What was this?
What? Can't remember.
He encouraged me to get like a veggie garlicky curry thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't remember what it was.
Thank you, honey. I love you.
Peace.
Send Sam your love. Last time I got a korma and the like cream in it had broke. It was like kind of like a weird, like it separated. It was kind of like a weird grainy. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to taste good, but it was just kind of like mediocre anyway. So I was like, So we're trying a different place. And I said that I wanted a veggie tikka masala. And Sam was like, why don't you get this other thing that's just vegetables and like a garlicky curry sauce? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great, because Lord knows we're not smooching. So I'm just going to go real hard on the garlic. Singing Silver, thank you very much for the gifted subs. Guys, if you were gifted a sub, be sure to say thank you. It's very, very generous. You should have a pop-up in your chat if you were gifted a sub. And if you're not sure, you can always check your notifications in the top right. If you're like, suddenly I have a subscription here and I definitely did not buy one. It's probably from one of the many generous people who are in our chat. So yeah, you can always check your notifications to find out who that person was and take a minute to say thanks. You need to play a game called Sally Face. It's so good. Sally Face. Is it on Stam? AKA Steam. I don't know why I feel the need to ruin every word that comes out of my mouth. I'm recovering from an infection that put a hole in my thigh. Oh my God. Are you okay? The only person that I know that wound up with a big old chunk of their leg missing was... Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Never mind. Anytime I want to talk about something like this, somebody in chat is like, can we change the subject? Anyway, so Sally Face, right? I hope that you feel better very soon. Sally Face. Sally Face season pass. What does that mean? Ugh. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about this. It's overwhelmingly positive, though. Why does this look like I played it already? I definitely didn't. Or did I? No, I haven't played this game before. I feel like I've played a game by the same people, maybe? I'm so confused. Delve into a dark adventure following the boy with a prosthetic face and a tragic past. Unravel the sinister mysteries of Sally's world to find the truth that lies hidden beneath the shadows. I feel like we played this. I feel like we've played this before. I'm so confused. But then some of these screenshots, I'm like, no, definitely not. Interesting. Now you have to tell us. Oh, she had a spider bite. That's it. Anyway, let's move on. It sounds like it's a mystery puzzle game, which would be on brand. Yeah, it's a horror game, which is not as much on brand, but yeah. It's episodic. Ah, that's why the season pass. I see. You've been kidnapped by aliens who made you play the game and wiped your memory. I went into a deep dive on people who believe that they've had alien encounters. It's fascinating. That shit's fascinating to me. A lot of them, like, have similarities in their stories, even if the story was, you know, like 50 years ago. Somebody 50 years ago says similar things to somebody now, and nobody can tell if it's because like if you're looking at it from the lens of they definitely weren't abducted, right? It's really interesting to look at what people, like, how people try to analyze it. Like, is there something in our media that is pervasive over the last, like, 100 years or so about aliens that just, like, that just, like, gets into everybody's stories somehow, right? Like, stuff like that is interesting. Your Instagram was so funny. Oh, the all of the, like, 2020, what's gonna happen in 2020 stuff. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I literally haven't posted on Instagram since October, I don't think. Like, a proper post. I'm really bad at it. Really, really bad at Instagram. But I was talking about this just the other day, wasn't I? That, like, yeah, it was October 4th. Oh my god. But look how cute she is. I was talking about how I feel like I go through periods of time with Instagram where I feel really vain posting on it. So I, like, don't want to post on it, if that makes sense. But I've been using Instagram stories more, and I started off using them more to connect with family and show family, like, videos of Clark. So I've been using the, like, close friends feature. But I've been trying to post more just, like, general stuff. So yeah, I'd like to post more on it. I just sometimes I'm just like, where did you get that jumper? This is my husband's, but it is a Gears Art sweater. It's pretty cool. He got it a long time ago, though. I don't know if Gears still sells it. I was about to say, funny story. The story isn't funny, though. In fact, it's, like, really... I was about to say, I grabbed this sweatshirt right before I came upstairs because Sam had worn it the day before and it was just sitting in the living room. And I was like, hey, can I wear this? And Sam goes, sure. And I was like, I don't have to. If you want to wear it while you're down here, if you get cold or something. And he was like, it's fine. I was like, okay, I'm definitely not going to wear it then. I like put it down. And he was like, no, just fucking wear it. So I felt really conflicted wearing this. So thank you for complimenting it. Is the stream a tiny bit blurry for anyone else? Oh, probably. It's dark in here, so it's overcompensating, and the quality is like super grainy. So it can make it so that it's not a super crisp image, if that makes sense. What is going on here? What do we have going on here? Okay, I've got some rice. Here's my rice. Great. And then this is the curry that Sam encouraged me to get. So let's try it. Let's see what the situation is here. Okay, there's a tato. We've got a tato. We've got some onion. Okay, is there some onion in there? I am a put a couple of things into my rice at a time and eat those things because I don't want my rice to get completely covered in curry. I want to just eat like a little bit of curried things at a time and be able to control the ratio of rice to curry. So just before anybody's like, what the fuck are you doing? Sam, of course, is a mix all of his rice and all of his curry at the same time person. So that's just, you know, that's true love is what it is, I guess. Oh, there's some beans in here. Oh, there's some tomato. God, I hope this isn't bad. Okay, let's try it. Also, I'm really stopped up. What if I take a bite and I'm like, oh, it doesn't taste like anything? I can't even smell it. I can't smell it. I hope it's good. I can't taste it. Why did I curse myself? Why did I say that? I can't taste it. Fuck. No. 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 Come on. Okay, hold on. Let's get more of the like actual. Let's get more of that in here. Hold on. It's not bad. Wow, that's really weird. There have only been a couple of times in my life that I've gotten sick and I haven't been able to taste anything. Gotta throw some chili on there. Let the spice knock out your sinuses. God, ain't that the truth. I was like, Sam, I don't want anything spicy because I still don't know what spicy means at Indian places in England. And I don't want to get something that I'm not going to enjoy. Wow. That's so weird. That's so weird. We're very inconsistent on spicy. Oh, good. Just like America, then. Although I handle, like, Mexican spicy differently than I handle Indian spicy. because I'm used to Mexican spicy and not as used to Indian spicy. So, you know. I'm not getting a Vindaloo. Vindaloos kill me. Jesse gets Vindaloo. No, thank you. Jesse gets Vindaloo, and Jesse wants things to, like, put him in the hospital. Him and David Severs, Happily Aaron's husband and my partner in the coffee company, he, like, is 100% the sort of person that's like, all right, what's the spiciest thing you have here? I want that. I'm just like, okay. Magmaloo. I think people were talking about that last time. Do you own any dresses? I got rid of all of my dresses when we moved, except for the dress that I wore to our friend's wedding. That's like a long sheer pink dress that I really liked. And then a dress that I've had since college. Since high school? No, since college. That's literally just like a little black jersey dress. Did we figure out what that curry is so that I can order it? I don't know. It's like onions. It's just a bunch of vegetables in a garlic curry sauce. But again. Hi, Moeka. Oh, gosh. How did MangaPod scheduling go? Abuna? That sounds right. That sounds right. What happened to the wedding dress? Oh, it's here. But, you know, it's a wedding dress, so it's gigantic. I would really like to adjust my wedding dress somehow. Like, turn it into a normal dress that I can wear to, like, our anniversaries or something. But I don't know. I've thought before about going back to Joellen, the lady who made it. I thought about going back to Joellen and being like, hey, can you turn this into a normal ass dress? But Joellen, like, excels at making gorgeous, huge fantasy dresses. And I don't know that I've ever seen her make something that's a bit more understated. So I have no idea. Oh. We picked one or two specifically we thought you'd like. Thank you. Can you do that? I've never known people who could even do that. What, like turn a dress into a different type of dress? Absolutely. It's just fabric, right? I don't see a point to just like keeping my wedding dress as my wedding dress. But I still loved it. So if I could take it to somebody and say, hey, use this fabric, use the fabric of the dress and like the base of the dress to create something else, I think that would be cool. And then like I can use it, you know. Do the anime thing, tear it short in a dramatic moment? I can't do that because the bottom of the dress, the idea for the dress was that it started off white and then went orange at the bottom. So if I tore it, I would literally tear off one of the coolest parts of the dress. I've never seen your wedding dress. How was it? Puffy and big? It was really cool. So this lady named Joellen, I was friends with her husband. And she has like a really awesome company making like beautiful fantasy dresses and stuff. And I said, hey, I really want a wedding dress that looks kind of like there are vines like climbing up the front of it. And then the bottom part, I want to go from white to like a peachy orange color. And she was like, that sounds awesome. I would love to make that for you. And then we also, instead of a veil, I had a cape. It was pretty awesome. Oh, Kendra just linked it. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's my dress. Oh, I loved that dress. It was so awesome. Yeah. That was us on our wedding day. Aw. Firefly Path. I love her. Yes! Firefly Path. That dress rules. Thank you. Yeah, I loved it. Drawbacks. So, in order for it to have, like, the look, the whole thing was held up by, like, a sheer fabric that was toned to look exactly like my skin color, right? So that the illusion was that there was nothing here, and it was just, like, there were just, like, bits climbing up to cover my boobies, and then there was nothing here, right? It was, like, the idea. But obviously there was. And, over the course of the night, because I was dancing and walking around and talking to people and whatever else, this part started to stretch. So you can imagine all of this in here was like slowly doing this, and all of this was stretching out. And I was like, ooh, this is a flaw I hadn't thought of. So, yeah. That's like one of the things that would need to be changed if it was to be a different type of dress. I haven't talked with Day9 in a very long time, no. I haven't talked with any of the like StarCraft people in forever. TB and Jeff really were the two people that I was still interacting with a lot. Hi, Cupid. The dress was gorgeous. And stripping, you look fantastic. Thank you, Gynax. Yeah, we really loved it. We got some really pretty pictures out of that, too. Where's Jenna living now? I think she's back home in America. In the Carolinas. Have you played Disco Elysium yet? No, that's so funny. People have been asking that like every stream. I don't think that I would stream it. I'm really interested in playing it. But originally I was like, oh, I'm going to stream this game because everybody's so interested. And then the more that I looked into it, it's very long and it's a lot of reading. And I don't know if I have the stamina for it, like for a stream, because it would be so much reading on my part. So I would like to play it, but I don't think I would stream it. I watched a stream of it. It made me cry. Oh my goodness. Housing in Final Fantasy XIV is a trap I fell so hard into. Rip me. Like decorating your place, or like camping out waiting for houses to go on sale and trying to win them, kind of a thing. Hi, John. Yeah, everybody's doing okay. Sam's curled up on the couch, watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I believe, and playing Black Desert on his phone. When do your figurines come? The back seems so empty. Soon, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I haven't put any time into... Literally none of the house is decorated, guys. This is what the entire house looks like. So... But we do have a couch. Hey! It's so clean. Look, before we moved, I had said, I'm really excited for the fresh start. I'm really excited to not have a house that's full of shit. And to, you know, be really, like, conscious of what I buy. I'm excited about that. And I'm still in the stage right now of, fuck. Everything that I think to use, I don't have in the house, right? So I finally... Sam's Christmas presents to me that I requested were a tool set. So I got a tool set. I was very excited. Everybody was like, what did Sam get you? And I was like, tools. And a less practical thing, a puzzle mat, like a fold-up puzzle mat, which is amazing. It came today and I'm so excited, and I transferred my avocado puzzle onto the puzzle mat and it's great. But yeah, because I've been doing the puzzles on the floor and then trying to put them somewhere and it just doesn't work out. So now I have a mat that I can do them on and then just fold it up and put it away. And then I got him a coat, which also showed up today. And the coat actually fit him well. I was so excited. I love practical gifts. Me too. Big fan. Where do you buy puzzles? How do you always find good puzzles? I buy them online, or I've been trying to buy them in stores more often. I'm trying to cut down on my, like, online spending in general. So this avocado puzzle that I'm really enjoying, I actually got on the high street, just in a stationery store that had a sign in the window that was like, hey, we also sell puzzles. And I was like, honey, I gotta get me a puzzle. And they just had this crazy avocado puzzle, and both of the ladies at the front desk were like, oh my god, I just finished this puzzle and it's a nightmare. So far, not a nightmare. Actually really fun. But I think that's just because one of the most recent puzzles that I did was that It puzzle, and most of it was just black, and I hated it. So she's changed mugs for puzzles now. Basically, Kristen and Jeannie and I last year realized that we're all super into puzzles and decided that we were gonna, like, start puzzle club. And we decided that this year we're going to keep track of how many puzzles we all do as a group. And, like, send each other pictures of the puzzles we're doing and stuff. So it's, like, a fun way to keep in touch, basically. So this is my first puzzle of the year, is this crazy avocado puzzle. The other benefit is that when Jeannie comes, and also my mom, if my mom's watching right now, Mommy, I love you. My mom did a puzzle and sent me a picture and was like, look, when I come visit you, I can bring it and then you can do it. And I was like, that's so sweet. So as people visit me, I can be like, hey, do you want a puzzle? Here, take this. And then they can bring me puzzles and it'll be great. The other thing is I started reading a book. I know. I started reading a book last night because I'm trying to do a book challenge this year. I started reading a book that is so silly, but I actually read quite a bit of it already. By quite a bit of it, I mean that on Kindle, it said I read 10% of it in a night, which for me is like, holy shit. Might as well just finish it. This book is called Okay, it's a young adult book called The Land Founding, a Lit RPG Saga. It's a series called The Chaos Seeds. And it's literally like Sword Art Online, but a book. I've been listening to it on Audible. I love them. This first book is so silly. But you have to, if you've watched a bunch of like video game isekai, like MMO shit, it's that, but if it's a young adult novel. So it has the exact same issues that all of the animes have, which is that the main character, this happens like right at the beginning, so I don't even feel bad saying this. The main character, when they get thrown into like the real MMO, you know, not the video game, but like it's real life now. When he gets thrown into it, he like is fine with it so fast. And I'm like, okay, we don't need character development here. That's fine. That's okay. I get it. We're just trying to move along. That's all right. Yeah, for those of you who are asking, the series is called The Chaos Seeds. And it is the first book, The Land Founding. Chaos Seeds, Book 1 by Alaron Kong. Ah, yes, Audible audiobook available. But yeah, I decided to start reading because I was like, I'm just gonna look at because we had talked before about how young adult novels are so much easier to get into, right? So they're just easier to get through. They're easier to get into, right? They just read simpler because they're for younger people, which as a reader, apparently I'm still stuck at that age. So yeah, I went on when I got Sam's Kindle for him. I did not realize, and then I was talking with my mom and my sister about it, but if you have Amazon Prime, every month on Kindle, they have like different books that are just free to read. So I was like, I'm just going to look through what's free on the Kindle this month in young adult novels. And the Chaos Seeds books are free and are like at the top of the list of things that people are reading right now. I was like, okay, I'll try it out. Why not? And it's so silly. And I'm enjoying it. So, yeah. I did not know that. Me neither. Because guess what? I don't fucking read. I don't read enough. I want to be reading more. The reason that we had talked about this before is that I was like, I really want to be reading more. And so many of you said the way to get back into reading is to consistently finish books, right? To have the feeling of like starting a book and finishing it. That's the best way to get back into the groove of like, that felt nice, I'll read another one. That felt nice, I'll read another one, right? And it's really easy to do that with young adult novels because they're typically shorter and they read faster. So, yeah. I can tweet it out, but I'm using and I don't even know what this would fit in on this. Hold on. It's in downloads, I think. Yeah. So I'm using the Booklist Queen Reading Challenge of 2020. And it's got some good ones on here. One of them is reread a childhood favorite. And I'm trying to decide. Another one is a book becoming a movie in 2020. And I really want to read Artemis Fowl. I haven't reread Artemis Fowl in forever. But I'm like, should I put that as a book becoming a movie because they're making an Artemis Fowl movie, right? I'm like, should I put that down as my book becoming a movie, or should I put that down as my rereading a childhood favorite? Because I really liked it when I was a kid. But another book that I've wanted to reread is Desiree. I don't know how many of you have ever read Desiree, but it's I think the full title is like Desiree, the First Love of Napoleon or something like that. And it's literally like a period romance drama of a woman named Desiree who fell in love with Napoleon Bonaparte. And I loved that book. So I could do that one as rereading a childhood favorite, but I'm worried that I won't find it as engaging as I did when I was a kid. I don't know. Our COT Discord has a book club too. We read a book a month and do a vote on what to pick. That's so cute. I didn't know that. I get sad every time I finish a book, especially if it's a series. So when I do get really invested in a book, which is not super often, but when I do get really invested in a book, I have a really hard time finishing it. Yeah. Because I get to the end. I get to the end, and if the book has managed to really grab me, I'm like, I don't want to finish it. I don't want to know how the author is going to finish it. What if I don't like the end? What am I going to do? I was that way with every Harry Potter book. I could reread Harry Potter for a childhood favorite. Nah, that's too easy. I've read those a few times, so it's not worth it. Oh, Mercedes Lackey. That's a good one. I should reread the Song of the Lioness series. Oh my God. That would be such a crazy blast from the past for me. I loved those books. Oh my God. Oh, there's too many options now. Tamara Pierce is an amazing author. She's great. Yeah, I was super into Tamara Pierce books. I'm trying to remember the Mercedes Lackey ones that I really loved. I just remember thinking to myself, I'm too young to be reading this. I remember reading, because I had those friends. I had two different friends who were like book fiends, right? My sister was a book fiend too, but she was so much older than me. But she was totally this sort of person as well. Or I had two like really, really close friends who were the sort of people who were like, all right, I know that I'm like 10, but I'm going to read whatever I want. So they would read stuff and be like, you should totally read this. And then I would read it and be like, I don't think I should be allowed to read this. They are going in like really big detail about violence and sex stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for this. So there are some books like the Mercedes Lackey books that I had read where I was like, I don't think I'm old enough for this. Narking on yourself. Yeah, literally. You should read Mother of Learning. It's a free book, but it's quite long. Do you use Audible at all? I use Audible for like comedic stuff. If it's not a comedic thing, it's really difficult for me to focus on it. Like, oh my God, I listened to the first Game of Thrones book when my drive into Maker was like over a half an hour. I started just listening to audiobooks, and I found that things that were like Girl Boss, that book, super funny. Like other books by like comedians were really fun to listen to. Listening to the first Game of Thrones book, I would literally get to work and be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know anything that happened there. Even if the author is doing a really good job of like, you know, giving everybody voices and all of that shit, I space out real hard unless it's funny. It's the same with podcasts for the most part. Radiolab is a Radiolab isn't funny, but they do a really good job of like incorporating like sound effects and stuff. Like the audio design in Radiolab is so good that I pay attention. It just depends. I don't know. I find that 0.5 times speed helps. People have said that before. They're like, I watch everything, listen to everything in like just a little bit faster. I really dislike it when they do sound effects in podcasts. It's really interesting. No dropped frames since the start. Look at us killing it, crushing it like a boss. Don't jinx it. I mean, you never know. Everything could fall apart. I bet I am. Hi, Pixie, and thank you so much for the gifted subs. If you were gifted a sub by Hi Pixie and just now, be sure to say thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you. What are the things? These? That's what UK outlet plugs look like. I watched all of the Kingdom Hearts cutscenes at 2 times speed. Now regular speed Mickey sounds weird. That's what plugs should look like. I would agree, except half the time, not half the time. I've seen a significant number of plugs now where the top, so basically it's like this, right? So in America it's just 2. In England it's 3, right? Sometimes y'all give us cords where this is just a plastic thing that doesn't actually do anything. It's just there to like stabilize and give that hole something to do. And I'm like, could have just been an American plug. The top one is the earth. Ah. Oh, okay. Would any more of you like to repeat the same thing again? Yes. Why was it funny? It was funny to see an entire wall of people go, it's a grounding point. It's supposed to be plastic. It's plastic because it's ground. It's plastic because it's grinding you to the earth. It's a grounding point. It's plastic. It's supposed to be plastic. They're all supposed to be plastic. It just made me laugh. It just made me laugh. Thank you for educating me. I mean that honestly, but it did make me laugh to see just a fucking wall. As a Brit, I still wonder why we have a grounding point on a plug. I have no idea. I can't stop looking at the outlets now. Here you go. Aren't they pretty? Look, there's more. Fuck. Anyways. Oh, that's spicy. Cannot give this to my child. Is there a door to your right? Right there? There is. There's a really creepy tiny door. I really want to put the litter box in there. It's just like a weird little room. I want to put the litter box in there and then be like, it's the cat room. Ha ha ha. But there's a giant hole in the wall. So they could literally like climb into the walls. Not about that. So I would have to plug that up first. Start her early on the spice. Can I tell you guys a story? So, on one of the many days that we were celebrating holiday-ish stuff, I believe it was Boxing Day, there was a plate of mozzarella sticks going around. And Sam was like, oh, Clark can have a mozzarella stick. She would love that. It's like, sure, why not? So Sam like takes a bite of it and is like, yeah, they're not hot. Just give it to Clark. Like, great. Gave it to Clark. Everybody's hanging out, talking, whatever. And I believe it was my sister-in-law who looks over just as Clark picks it up and goes to take a bite and is like, are you sure you want her to have that? I'm like, what do you mean? She takes a bite and immediately goes, ah, and starts screaming. And I was like, what is going on? And my sister-in-law goes, those are jalapeno poppers. And I was like, Sam, you literally took a bite of that. And he was like, all I tasted was cheese. I thought they were mozzarella sticks. So yeah, Clark took a bite of a jalapeno popper. So yeah, screamed for like a split second and then just set it off to the side and started eating something else. And I was like, well, for a baby, she handled that well. It's like, ah! Just started eating other stuff. It's like, okay, I guess take those away. No more of those. And all of your tooliness, have you ever picked up how to do a drywall patch? I've never done a drywall patch. I've never, like, had an opportunity to do it, like, with my dad or anything. I've watched YouTube videos about how to do it. I would want help, I think. I think Sam's dad has done it before, so I could probably ask him to, like, help me learn how to do it or whatever, but... I'm getting tired of streamers in dark rooms with pink or purple LEDs. Your naked room is refreshing. Why, thank you. There was a period of time where I would watch people in their dark rooms with cool colored LEDs and be like, man, they've got it all figured out. But here's the thing. That wouldn't match me at all. Like, can you, it just wouldn't suit me at all. But there was a period of time where I was like, man, I should do that. I should like put some cool like colored lights all over the place. That would be awesome. Borderless Dodger is your vibe. That's what they call me. Old Borderless Dodger. My favorite room aesthetic is Mountain Dew. Oh, I should go back to like early days. Look, we have a game border, which is already wild for us, you know? What about fairy lights and fluffy pillows? Also a great idea. You also have a layout just for Minesweeper. That's true. That is true. Do you have a room full of just blankets? I do not. We currently have 4 blankets in our house. This one. There's one on the couch downstairs. There's one in our bedroom because Sam's been streaming in a room with the window open all night. And then whenever he comes to bed, he's absolutely freezing. So he needs to double up on the blankets. And then the last one is covering Clark's window because it doesn't get dark enough in there in the middle of the day for her nap. She sleeps fine, but just trying to make it a little bit darker in there. That's why he's sick. I mean, being cold doesn't make you sick, guys. Why is the window open? Yeah, because we have a booster outside to get better internet. The cord has to go out the window, so the window has to be cracked open at all times. So that room is freezing. But we moved that computer to my in-laws' house. So like Sam streamed from my mother-in-law's house last night. And he said he had significantly less dropped frames. So is this the new planned regular time for SMD? No. I'm streaming now because my husband and my child are both sick now. So I was helping take care of both of them this afternoon and decided to stream in the evening because Sam is not streaming in the evening currently because he's sick. I wish you streamed too early for me now. I'm forced to watch Sam. He's pretty cute though. Although he doesn't use a webcam, so you don't get to see how cute he is. I accept our new evening overlord. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's time for evening Dooger. Everybody in America is like, yeah, sure. Yeah, evening Dooger. Do you think you'll do evening streams when your net gets better? I would like to do the 2-stream thing again. So that would mean me streaming from like, I don't know, 1 to 5. And then streaming again from like 8 to midnight or something like that. I would like to do a thing like that, but I'm not going to promise anything because
we still don't know how long it's going to take for us to get our internet sorted, so. When will Sam continue his Star Wars RPG with Jesse? I don't know. Sam isn't in control of that. I miss the 2 stream days. Does streaming take a toll on your neck and back? 100%. But in the same way that, like, being at a desk all day in many, many, many jobs takes a toll on your neck and back. I would say that for somebody like Sam, who literally, as he's playing, does this. Like, the longer he plays a game, the more he's like... like, he gets really messed up. Why use BT? They're the only ones that are out here. The other major providers that can give us a business line, or even just like a good internet line, are not here. The joys of not being in a city proper. The monopoly. It's just that they just don't have line work in here. So, and a lot of the smaller companies are like, so how much upload are you planning on using? We'll look at our packages for you. And we're like, no, we just are constantly using upload. So if you could just, do you have anything that is, constant upload? Oh, thank you, Gilly. No, no updates on that. Do you or Sam play any instruments? Sam used to play the violin, and I think he played guitar for a while. I have never actually known how to play any instruments, no. Violin or fiddle? Violin. We gotta bait him into playing the violin. I don't think that's a thing. He hasn't played it since he was in high school, I don't think. Okay, that was the chair. I was like, what was that? It sounded like a ghost. It was not. It was the chair. Dasher plays the ukulele. Sam did buy me a ukulele for my birthday. But it's on a ship. Is your house haunted? 100%, yeah. We don't have a P.O. box here yet, so I'll let you guys know. The whole country is haunted. Confirmed. I like your shirt. Thank you. It's my husband's shirt. I just stole it this evening. Someone stole your stuff? No. Oh no, I've been sick. The reason that I didn't stream very much over the last week is because I was horribly ill. I've just got the cough left, really. It's one of those coughs that I think is going to stick with me for a while, which sucks. But shit. But I'm feeling much better. Sam is now the one who's sick. And Clarky still has eye gunk and stuff going on. So, you know. What's my original hair color? This. Yeah, it's like a light brown. It kind of what some people would call mousy brown, which basically means a brown that won't commit to being like dark brown or blonde. It's just like, it's just kind of like ashy browny color. Mousy brown, that's so mean. That's just what people have called it before. Soft brown, yeah. Rat gray. I like that. Yeah. My hair is rat brown. Thank you very much. Rat brown sounds like aggressively brown, though, which this is not. I like your donation strategy. Have nothing in the background, just a box. This isn't the final form of this room, but yeah, you know, it's good vibes in here. The ghosts seem to like it, so. Minimalist decor, yeah. There are my like brother-in-law gave us really old couches as like hand-me-downs to use until we got our sofa, which we did. And now they're downstairs, and part of me is like, what if I convinced some of the strapping young gentlemen in this family to carry one of those sofas up here and put it in my background? I don't know whether or not they would go for it, but if they would, this could be a chill zone. Did you bring the Bulmas? They are in a box on the ship, so they'll get here eventually. Chill zone for when you stream but don't want to be the focus. Yeah. I'll do a just chatting stream and keep the camera right where it is, but sit all the way back there and be like, what's up, everybody? Welcome. Can you hear me? Everybody's like, what? Awful idea. Do it. Cool. Got it. Don't worry, Danny. I'll make you proud. Internet now wired? Nope. Every time I see you stream, you're in a new empty room. I've only streamed from 2 different rooms since we moved. This room and the guest room. But this is my actual room, so fingers crossy. Do you think study hall will come back when internet's better? For sure, yeah. I did recover my Hades save, yeah. After I was done with that horrible stream, Steam, I uninstalled and reinstalled Hades just in general. because at that point it wouldn't even open. I uninstalled and reinstalled it completely. And then I got horribly sick, and I played a bunch of it without you guys. So, yeah. I'm so sorry. No, don't do those faces. It was a very good game for me to play when I felt awful. So, yes, I betrayed you. But on the plus side, I had a lot of fun while feeling terrible. So, like... We don't know what Dad said when he died. Do you want me to tell you what happens at the end of, like, what... The game is in early access. It isn't the full game. They only let you get so far. Okay. Spoiler finger if you don't want to be spoiled on Hades stuff. Then mute. Just mute while I have my finger up. Sorry, I like brain bulldozered. Just mute while my finger's up, and then unmute when I take my finger down. Okay, ready? Great. So when you beat Hades, Hades is a 2-part fight. So you fight him once, which is what you guys had seen on stream. You fight him once, and it's like a basic fight. And then he's like, to be brought so low by my own child. This is embarrassing, but I suppose that I'll have to go plus ultra, you know. However he says it. And then he like gets and he's crazy, and the music gets like super intense. And then you do phase 2, and then he falls. And he basically, yeah, don't spoil what I'm saying in chat either. That defeats the purpose of the spoiler finger. So then he basically says, I don't know how you managed to defeat me, but fine, just go. And when you find her, tell her that Cerberus is doing fine. Which you all know that I keep being like, it's pretty fucked up that our mom left and was like, take care of the dog, and didn't say anything about us. But that's fine. And then literally you beat your dad, and your dad's like, I can't believe that you defeated me. But if you find her, tell her that Cerberus is doing fine. I'm like, really? So then your dad vanishes and it like gives you an exit. You're like, oh man, oh right. And so you go through the exit, and then a thing pops up. The narrator basically says like, this is as far as you can go for now. So let's pretend, if you will, that Hades completely clobbered you once again. And then it just shows like the death animation. And hilariously, when you like come back into the house, into the Hades house, right? They acknowledge it. Like he goes to everybody and is like, I beat him. And like everybody knows that, right? Like you guys know that I beat him, right? And everybody's like, sure you did. But and then from there, you can like adjust your runs to give you like a new experience with running the game over and over again. So they give you like a totally new progression system, which is pretty great. Anyway, that's it. That's mostly it because my fingers started to lose a lot of blood and felt really cold, and I wanted to put it down. Anyway, yeah, Hades is still very fun. And after you beat it, they give you ways for it to continue to be very fun and new. So it's amazing. You get the gist. Yeah, exactly. What's the game called again? Just Hades? Yeah, Hades. It's been in early access for a long time. It's the same people who made Pyre and what's the other game that they made? They're like really popular one. Chat'll know. Transistor. That's it. Oh, Bastion too. Yeah. That chair doesn't look stable. No, I broke it literally as I was going live, so what can you do? This is life. Was there a big update recently? It seems like a lot of people are playing it right now. Hades? Hades just came to Steam. And at the end of this month, they're doing a big update with like a new god and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of people who were waiting for it to come out on Steam are playing it now. Improves posture with a broken chair. It's true. I mean, I feel like I'm sitting up straighter than usual. Yeah, it wasn't on Steam before. It was an Epic Store. And a lot of people had said, I was interested in it because obviously it looks like my exact type of game. And a lot of people were like, you have got to play Hades. You're going to love it. But I had also heard a lot of feedback from people that the game needed quite a bit of tweaking, that there were still a lot of issues with it. And so when it came to Steam, I was like, oh, I actually totally forgot about this game. But I remember people saying that it was right up my alley. And it had been months since everybody had said, just let them patch it a couple more times before you try it out. So I thought, oh, well, maybe at this point now, maybe it would be a good game to play. So, yeah, it's really good. Astral Alley is new here. Hello, Allie. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Welcome to everybody. New or old? New or not new? Octo had fun with Hades this morning. Octo is super into Hades. Yeah. Tucking myself into bed now. Going to read Supper Club by Lara Williams. It was fantastic to be here live, Doogs. Bye, Haley Days. Thanks for hanging out. New or returning. That would be the normal thing to say, yeah. Oh, and I'm actually not new to watching you, but I made this new Twitch to start streaming. Oh, fun. What does modify an emote do? I mean, play around with it. It can... This is really squeaky. This chair is a nightmare. I love the color, though, right? Anyway, it can flip it. You can add, like, little hats and shit on things. What's your favorite game? I think... Nostalgia-wise, my favorite game is Chrono Trigger. In terms of, like, what I've gotten out of it and how often I think about it, Hollow Knight is my favorite game. Are we gonna do games of the decade? Oh God, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I would have to look at like lists of what came out each year. I always get excited when people mention Chrono Trigger. I confuse it with Chrono Cross. I never really put much time or effort into Chrono Cross. A roguelite tier list? Oh my god. What's one game series you enjoyed but Sam doesn't? Like a series that Sam has tried but doesn't like? I don't know what that would be. Sam and I play completely different games. Do you have plans for TTRPGs soon? I really miss those. Like streamed ones? No. I've been asked to be on a couple, but because I am going to be going back to America a couple times in the next couple of months, yeah, I've said no to them because I don't want to like say, sure, I'll be on somebody's show and then be like, but by the way, I'm going to fuck with your whole schedule. Are you on tomorrow's manga pod? I am. Are you going to play Animal Crossing New Horizons? I'm going to try it. I've never liked an Animal Crossing game. But I'm going to try it. Where are you going to stay when you go back to America? With my sister. Chore Sim? What is Chore Sim? A game you and Sam have strong yet opposite opinions on. Yeah, that's kind of the same question, I think. Also, hi, Garth. A game we have strong opposite opinions on. I don't know. Strong. That's what's hard is like the strong thing, right? I can say, well, Sam gets way too into every Pokemon game and I literally could not give a shit. I don't care about Pokemon games at all. Every time I try them, I play them for like a day and then drop them. But Sam gets really, really into them. So, might be that. Oh, XCOM. Sam really likes XCOM and I hate it. That's fair. Weren't you into Go for a bit? Pokemon Go? Is that the walking around one? Yeah, we were into Pokemon Go. But it was like because literally everybody that I knew was playing it and it forced all of us to go outside and I loved that, but then it dropped off really fast. How can you hate XCOM? It's not fun. It stresses me out and it's not a fun game. For me, for people like Sips and Sam and Total Biscuit, people that I love dearly with all of my heart and definitely respect the opinions of when it comes to video games, they adore XCOM. I hate it. So, it's not even the RNG. I don't mind RNG. I have played so much Darkest Dungeon. I don't mind RNG. I don't enjoy the like planning out where to move people in order to like maybe shoot somebody, right? I'm not good at putting somebody somewhere and being absolutely certain like nobody can see them or like this is a good place to put them. Any game that's like that, any game that's like, oh, you gotta, strategically plan where to put people, I'm just bad at it. And then I'm stressed out and it's not fun. So Fire Emblem stresses me out as well. I don't mind Fire Emblem because it's like top down. I think I don't like XCOM because it's like you can literally look at it from so many different angles and it's really easy to miss something. I don't want that. What are your favorite games to play with Sam? Oh, Sam and I don't play games together that often because again, we don't tend to like the same things. Honestly, I've really wanted to get back into board games. That's been my pervasive thought recently is like, man, I really want to play board games. So if you guys have board game recommendations, hit me up. Not Secret Hitler. We've played way too much Secret Hitler live on stream. And I'm over it. Ticket to Ride is good. Werewolf is always good. Dead of Winter is fun, although Dead of Winter takes forever. Munchkins is fun. Hear my husband hopping up the stairs. Hi, my love.
Hey, baby.
What's up?
You doing alright?
Yeah. Do you want me to mute?
No. I just came to check on you.
Oh, I'm asking chat about board games we can play together.
I'm glad our upload is the one thing that is
Dude,
stable in this house.
0% dropped frames.
Everything else is a nightmare.
Oh, God.
I just came to make sure he was okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, baby.
Love you. He's cute, right? I like him. I wish games like Armello were more popular. I do like Armello. I would love to play like just a normal like board game version of Armello, actually. I hope you like him. He's your husband. I had said on Twitter that and I know what your initial reaction is going to be. So don't worry, clamp down on it. I said on Twitter that Sam had stayed at his mother-in-law's and somebody was like, "Oh no, I hope you guys are okay." Like that our relationship was okay. And I thought that was so funny because I never even considered that somebody might take it that way. Like Sam was staying at his mother-in-law's because we're having marital troubles. And anyway, I'll be streaming later. I mean, at my mother-in-law's, you're right. Good catch. Yeah. I haven't played Sorry in a very long time. I honestly just thought he was avoiding the sickness. Yeah, I think there are lots of like fairly normal things that it could be aside from that. But the real answer was that we packed up an entire stream setup and took it to my mother-in-law's because we kept having so many problems with my streams, specifically basically around 5:00 in the afternoon. Suddenly my stream would tank. And so Sam was like, literally people are getting off work and then Brooke can't stream anymore. And so my sweet in-laws were like, well, why don't we just put a streaming setup at our house? Because we have, fairly stable internet. Why don't you just have a setup here? And then if she wants, she can stream from here instead. And it should be stable. It should be fine. So we put a setup over there. Sam went over there, set up that computer and also another computer that he had bought for them because they were working off of a laptop where the screen was busted and half of the keys were falling off and it was a nightmare. So he set up a new computer for them as well. And then just streamed from there and said that it was pretty stable. But by 4:00 in the morning when he stopped, he was like, I'm just going to go to bed. God tier in-laws, right? They're amazing. Have you played Cat Quest? I have. The laptop obviously wasn't built for the thorns. Them and their mighty muscly fingers. Just it's broken. Does Monopoly ever end well for anyone? Oh my god. I've played Monopoly with Sam's family, and y'all know Sam's family is very, very competitive. I will never forget. There was one time that we were playing Monopoly, and something happened where basically all of us were coming after one of his brothers because he did something, and we were like, you can't do that. That's like against the rules. It was like the first time I had ever joined in on an argument in this family. I was like, no, you definitely can't do that. And he got so mad about it that he was like, well, I guess I'm just not going to fucking play anymore. And he literally it was the middle of the night. He literally left the house and went for a run because he was so mad. It was amazing. And I was like, oh my God, I've never met somebody. I've never met a family that took this shit so seriously in my life. It's the Sam gene, right? It was so good. And the rest of the family was like, okay, let's keep playing. Yeah, literally. They were like, all right, yeah, bye. Anyway. My family, you could probably guess. My family is the polar opposite. It's like we play, and if somebody's winning, we're all like, ah, you bitch. Right? Like, ah, you're winning, you asshole, ha ha ha. And then once we finish, we're like, okay, anyway, congrats, that was super fun. Should we play again? Right? Like, everybody's just really not competitive. So I have to switch gears when I'm in a game with Sam's family because the stakes are really high. Do you think Clark will be as tall as Sam? So far, Clark is very short for her age. For example, she's coming up on the 2-year mark, and there have been 2 different babies this holiday season who are about to turn a year, so they're not even a year old yet, and they are nearly the same size as her. She is itty bitty, which does not mean anything. She can shoot up big time at some point. But as of right now, she is tiny. I don't remember anybody saying that I was particularly tall or short. So I can't say like, just like me, I was also very small as a toddler. No one's ever said that. I think I was just like a normal ass toddler. She's storing power for her ult. When did you start being small? I don't know. I don't know. I just know that by the time I was in 5th grade, I went to the bathroom. Remember, again, I went to a school that had like a couple hundred kids in it, K through 12. I went to the bathroom and there were kids in there from like 3rd and 4th grade who were taller than me, and I was really annoyed. I was really irritated about it. And then I just never caught up again. It's like the Krillin story, right? Krillin's like, we used to be the same size. It's just he kept growing. Right? Like, that's me. Krillin used to be taller, which is even funnier. That's true. That's true, actually. Krillin got to hook up with Android 18 at the end. So, who's laughing now? Krillin, who just gets shorter with every promo pic. Clark's gonna marry an android. That's exactly what I said, yeah. Would you rather be your height or like 6'6"? It's funny, Sam and I were just talking about this the other night. We've talked about this a couple of times. Like, if you could have a day where you were super short, would you do it? And Sam was like, absolutely. I would time it out perfectly for when I was going to be on a plane. And I've said before, absolutely, I would 100% take the opportunity to be really tall. But I don't think I would want to be really tall, like in general. Just don't be super tall on the day Sam is super short. I would have to be. Somebody's got to reach that shit. There's an entire section of the kitchen that no one will be able to reach. It's actually not as much of a problem anymore. There's like one shelf that's high up in this entire thing. But Sam would be on a plane. Oh my God, that's true. Never mind. The two of you being small would be pretty funny. Yeah, because you have to imagine, like, this magic would take Sam's body and then just squish it, right? That's what I imagine. That's how Freaky Friday spells work? Wouldn't that be him in my body and me in his body? We've also discussed that, if we would do that. I don't think I would want to, because I don't want to know. I know that like his back hurts all the time and that he gets like really bad headaches. And I think if he and I swapped bodies, right, I would probably spend the rest of our lives together being like, I know how bad your back hurts. I know how bad your head hurts. Like I would get real mom about it and try to like I don't think that I should know his discomforts. And he was like, but I would also know your discomforts. I was like, that's true. That's true. Especially when you consider how much he probably naturally just doesn't mention it. Yeah, you know those like those jokes that are like, when a guy gets a cold, it's literally the worst cold that's ever happened ever. The joke being that like guys handle being sick worse, whatever. Sam is like the opposite. Sam will pretend that he's not sick until he literally can't handle it, right? So the entire time that I was sick, like really sick, Sam also was starting to get sick and just didn't say anything. And so now he's super sick. And I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. You were just totally fine. And then suddenly you're sick now. And he was like, no, I've been sick. The thing that that my dad always does that has made me laugh since I was a kid is every time my dad gets sick, he'll say, this is so crazy. I never get sick. He'll always say that. Every single time he gets sick, he's like, I never get sick. It's so wow. It's so crazy. I never get sick. Man, how nuts that I'm sick right now. I'm like, you get sick at the same rate that other people get sick, Daddy. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to be like, that's funny because you were sick, I think, just a couple of months ago. And he'd be like, was I? I don't think I was. Like, no, I think you were. It's gotten to the point now where if he says that, we're all like, I know, it's nuts. You just got such a strong bod. It's so crazy you're sick right now. I'm convinced our memory blocks out the times when we were sick, so it always seems like the first time ever when it happens. I think that kind of does happen, though, right? Like, while you're sick, it's just awful. And then you get better. This kind of happened with me, right? So, like, I had that, like, flu type thing before we moved. And then we came here and I got the cold, right? And when I first got really sick, I was like, man, it's been a while since I've been really sick like this. But I remember thinking to myself while I had the flu, man, it's been forever since I like felt this bad. Wow. Right? So I literally did the same thing as my dad. But I realized it, like, wait, no, I was really sick not that long ago, just in a completely different way. Uh-oh. Dropped some frames. Whoops, 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 whoops. You're turning into your dad. You don't got to tell me twice. I'm simultaneously turning into my mom and my dad at the exact same time. And they're both lovely. What is that Sam emote? Oh, it's the dropped frames one. Oh, that's funny. My dad does this thing where he gets sick, denies it, and then infects the whole house. Yeah. Are you in the UK now? I am. Observe the plug sockets. Oh, I also have the problem of telling people the same story over and over again. But to be fair, I stream and just talk forever. And sometimes you're just going to overlap and retell the same story. I've gotten better at recognizing when I'm about to retell the exact same story again. But I try to be more conscious of it so that the lovely people who support me at every stream, thank you very much, those lovely people aren't just sitting here listening to me tell the exact same story about Clark 18 times. There's always someone who has never heard it before. That's true. I just don't want to bore people to death. I pay good money to hear that damn story over and over again. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. It's okay if it's about Clark because she's excellent. She is pretty great. She's really cute. She's got this whole routine now that she does that's hilarious. It's hilarious, I swear. Where she pretends that something is missing. So say that, like, with keys. She did it with keys today. She picks up the keys and she goes, "Oh, keys." And I go, "Yeah, those are keys." And then she'll go, "I got keys." I say, "Yeah, you've got the keys." And then she'll like visibly like hide them somewhere, right? So she hid them in her chair, in her little seat. She hid them and then she went, "Oh, where are the keys?" Or "where are keys" is actually what she said. "Where are keys?" I was like, "I don't know. Where are the keys? Where did they go?" And she'll go, "Keys, where are you?" Keys, where are you? And then I'll go, "Oh my gosh, keys, where are you?" And we'll like pretend to look around. But she knows where they are and I know where they are, right? We'll look around like, "Keys, where are you?" And then eventually I'll be the one who buckles and I'll like pull the cushion away from her chair and go, "Oh, the keys." And she'll go, "Oh, keys." And then she'll grab them, go, "Oh, keys." And then she'll do it all over again and hide them somewhere else. It's very funny. She really wants to help me with puzzles. So the avocado puzzle that I've been doing, she'll bring me the puzzle box and go, "Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle." And I'm like, "Yep, the puzzle." And then she'll open it. And for her, doing a puzzle is either taking pieces and putting them in the open gaps of the puzzle that I'm already working on. Or if the puzzle isn't out, it's opening up the box and then taking the pieces from one side of the box and putting them into the other side of the box. And she'll just sit there and do it with all of them. And sometimes she'll see one that she really likes and she'll run over and bring them to Sam. And then Sam will go, "Wow, very cool. Can you give those to Mommy?" Because Sam is like, "If you lose one of these pieces, Mommy will be inconsolable." So I'm trying to remember, though. There's something else that she's been doing where I've been like, wow, that's pretty great. And I can't remember what it is. She's trying to count to 20. Oh, she's got a couple of letters down for the first time ever, which is awesome. So she knows A. When she sees A, she goes, A, apple, A, apple. Apple, apple, apple. So I'm trying to teach her the word cat because she says cat all the time. And her favorite animal currently is turtles. So I'm like, great. A is for apple. Apple. T is for turtle. Turtle. So now when she sees T's and I go T, she'll go turtle. I'm like, yeah. So apple to turtle. And then C, which you would think she sees the letter C all the time because she's got that puzzle that's her name. And so I'm always like, C for Clark, C for Clark, C for Clark, and for cat, and for cake, and all kinds of other things. But for Clark, we see this all the time. She cannot pick up C. She can't. She does not remember what it is ever. But A and T, she's got those. Oh, and also R for some reason. I was like, R, robot. R is for robot. And so now she goes, robot. I don't know why I went with robot, but it stuck, so it's whatever. Rat. Oh, there you go. She could do rat. I don't think she knows what a rat is, though. Yeah, so we're working on them. R is for retribution. Yikes. Does she know any colors? Oh, yeah. She knows like all of the colors. It's pretty crazy. My sister said that every color was blue until she was about 3 years old. Oh, gosh. No, Clark knows, she can recognize yellow, orange, red, pink, purple, green, blue. She can recognize all of those colors. The only ones that she gets confused are pink and red, makes sense, and green and yellow, which makes sense because sometimes she's not sure. But we looked it up because we were like, when are kids supposed to know colors? And they're like, it normally takes kids a while to know colors. So she picked them up really fast somehow. I haven't caught a stream since before the move. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Pardew. Sorry if this has been answered, but what, if any, effects did the move have on the coffee business? None, because the business is run from Nebraska. So my lovely friend David runs the business in Nebraska, and then the actual roasting and everything happens in Florida. So me moving hasn't done anything. I work with toddlers and infants. Knowing letters before 2 is awesome. One of the classrooms I work in is between 22 and 26 months right now. They have A through I down. Interesting. A through I. Damn. I just try to, if there's a word that she's saying a lot and it's simple enough, I keep trying to, because she likes to color and draw and stuff. So if she wants me to color and draw with her, sometimes I'll do like, oh, D. She also knows D because D is for daddy. Daddy. So when she sees D's, she goes, Daddy. So yeah, if there are words she says a lot, I try to associate them with a letter. And I try to write out words that she says a lot that have repeating letters like daddy or like mummy. D for domination. I mean, also that. It's intense and not typical that they know so many. I'm amazed. Clark is on the right track. It's been amazing watching her. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm so glad that you feel that way. Because she hasn't been in like a daycare situation or anything like that yet. But she will be. So, yeah. I try to, even if we're like watching something, I try to interact with her while we're watching it. Yeah. Does Clark say mum or mom? Clark says mummy. Well, she says mommy, actually. She says mommy. She called me mama for a really long time and then suddenly started calling me mommy. But everybody here calls me mummy, so I'm sure that she's going to start calling me mummy eventually. Yeah, that's my thing. Is I want her to go to daycare, not because I don't think that I could teach her a lot myself, but because the actual like social learning that she can do in daycare, like she loves other kids so much and she loves people. She's so interested in people that I think she would really thrive in a daycare situation. And that's not stuff I can teach her, right? Like interacting with other kids. That's not something I can teach her at all. So I would love for her to go to daycare. So Sam and I have been talking about it because her little cousins have gone to a daycare that's nearby, and everybody has been like, oh, it's a super nice daycare. They make sure that they keep, like certain age groups separate. So, the kids, they can really focus on like each group of kids separately and stuff. So John, I'm so glad that you feel that way because I felt so bad. She was like really fussy when you met her. When they see Thorn, they'll be like, oh no, another one. Oh my God, I know. That's actually true, though. That's actually true. Totally. There are plenty of people who work from home that still send their kids to daycare. And obviously, not everybody's going to be in a financial situation to be able to send their kids to daycare. Just for the social experience of it. But I think there is value there. And it would take some of the heat off of Sam and I having to like back and forth with her every single day. To have like just a small period of time, a couple times a week, where she goes to daycare and like gets to interact with other kids for a while. I think that would be really beneficial for her and it would be good for us. So they see Thorn, the eye starts to twitch, the vein starts to throb. When I went to normal high school. So I had gone to like a school in the middle of nowhere with like no kids in it for most of my life. And then I begged to go to public school, which didn't take that much begging really. because I was like, I think that I basically felt like I didn't really know what normal kids my age were like. And so I really wanted to go to public school. And my parents were like, okay, it's free for us, so sure. So when I went to public high school, my sister was like, just FYI, there are a couple of teachers who are going to ask if you're related to me. And they did not have good experiences with me, so just keep that in mind. I was like, oh, great. And 100% one of the teachers was like, are you related to Kristen? And I was like, who's that? Also, for those of you who have been like, has Sam's accent gotten thicker since he's been here? I don't know why I thought of this, but I was talking to Sam today and I was like, your accent is way thicker. Like, it already sounds so different from how it did when we were in America. So yeah, I've noticed it change already, like very, in a very specific way. Maybe you'll develop an accent. That would be hilarious. If I'm here long enough, I definitely will, but I'll probably just sound like a weird monster. I'll never sound English. Look, my best case scenario would be if I sounded like the weird transatlantic accent that they used to do in old black and white movies. Right? That would be the best case scenario for us. Just pretend. My goodness. Everyone, I'm very excited to be here. In New York City. You certainly started dropping English words into your speech. Oh, I know. It's because I've already had to like try and normalize them because I'm around so many English people all the time. I grew up in a mixed race household in the UK watching Futurama. I have a cursed accent. The Tracer voice would go over well. 100%. Yeah. How do you fare with stuff like Celsius and meters? Oh, I'm terrible at it. But I'm having to learn. You can imagine my surprise when I pulled a measuring spoon out and was like, is this a tablespoon? What is that? Oh no, I have to look that up. I was expecting to just see 1 tablespoon written on there, and instead it said 16 something. It's like, oh, okay, well, shit. Just buy tablespoons online? No, I have to learn or I'll die out here. You gotta submerge yourself or you'll die. Learn or die. Yep, that's how it works. Confirmed. You end up with British recipes written in grams and American recipes in ounces. Oh my God, yeah. I sent Sam to the grocery store, to the supermarket. Sent Sam to the grocery store and said, I need this many ounces of cream cheese. And he came home and was like, I don't know, nothing's in ounces, so I just got 4 of them. And I was like, okay. I didn't even get to use them. They're still in the fridge. I was gonna make, actually I could still make it. Literally the day that I got sick was the day that my sister-in-law was having a New Year's lunch at their house. And I had said, hey, I would love to bring something. What can I bring? And she said, oh, if you want to bring a dessert, if you want to bring a pudding, feel free. And I was like, I'm assuming that's a dessert. And Sam confirmed. So, I was going to make churro cheesecake bites. They looked delicious, and all of the reviews were like, this was so easy and awesome. So I was like, great, I'm going to do it. I might be lactose intolerant, but I've got a heart. So Sam went to the store for me and got a bunch of stuff. And I was like, I'm starting to feel a little under the weather, but I'll kick it. It'll be fine. And then woke up the next day. I was going to make it in the morning and then bring it, right? Woke up and was like, I'm dying. So pudding is dessert and tea is supper. That is true. Yeah. If somebody says, all right, what are we going to have for tea? They mean dinner. They mean, what are we having for dinner? That differs between North and South. Over here, I'm dropping a bunch of frames. Over here, where we are, everybody refers to dinner as tea. So if it's even remotely near evening and you say, what are we having for tea? It means dinner. What are we having for dinner? Dinner is midday and tea is evening. What? Why? Whatever. I'm not questioning shit anymore. Nothing makes sense. You just have to adapt or die. Adapt or die, chat. That's all I can tell you. God. It's gonna be my new life motto. Adapt or die. Did you get robbed? Totally, yeah. All of our stuff, except our extremely expensive monitor and computer, was taken. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. That's all it is. It got stolen before it even existed. Sweats. There are Americanisms that Sam never quite understood. Americanisms that Sam never understood. I don't think so. He was there for a while. Like, he had plenty of time to adapt. How come we don't have a tragedy command? We should. I want to ask Sam that question and see what he says. Yeah, you should, because I don't know. We had him as soon as he started liking Taco Bell. That was a big one. That was a big gain for us, yeah. When he went from, all Mexican food tastes the same, to, you know what I could really go for? Is a burrito and some tacos. You know what I want? A torta. That's when I was like, he's American now. All of the Mexicans in chat are like, is he American? Is that what counts? Tortas are pretty boss. They are. Honestly, like, that's what I'm gonna miss the most, though, is Mexican food. Like, really good Mexican food. If he likes Taco Bell, he doesn't like good Mexican food. They were separate points, but he likes both, to be fair. Danny, you're actually Mexican, so I think your opinion is a better opinion than ours. But I still think that we can say we like both. His opinion is based with more of a lifelong experience. Indian in the UK versus Mexican in the US. Which one is better? Well, so far, the Indian has been kind of lackluster for me, but I'm not about to say that that's Indian food in general here. I'm assuming that's the places that we've had Indian food from. It's because you live in London. I mean, we don't live in London. There are Indian places everywhere here, though. So I think that it's like the potential for one to be good or not good. I figure, that water bottle is great. It's seen some shit. I've been drinking water out of this bottle since I've been sick. So I just keep refilling it and then drinking out of it again. And I really should write something on it like sick bottle. Because Sam kept grabbing it. I'd be like, no, that's my sick bottle. You're getting yourself re-sick. Is that a thing? Should I be swapping to a different bottle because I'm re-sicking myself? Some people are like, yes, obviously. And then other people are like, no. God. I love it. See, that's what I assumed. Is like, even if something still exists on this, I've developed an immunity to this specific sickness, right? So it shouldn't matter, but I don't know. No one should drink out of that bottle, even you. Also, change your toothbrush? What? Change my toothbrush? Interesting. Oh, I've missed your chat stream so much. I have to tune in more often. Thank you, Renosa. I always change my toothbrush after being sick. I'm not sure if it matters. I've never changed my toothbrush after being sick. But the second that my toothbrush feels ineffectual, I swap it. For what that's worth. Hi, Miss Art. How are you? Hi, Granner. Oh my gosh, so many lovely friends in here. Granner, congratulations, by the way. I know that it apparently happened forever ago, but congrats anyway. Krender got engaged. Ooh. We didn't want to tweet it until all of our family knew. That totally makes sense. Also, like, Sam hecked up and we did the stream about us being pregnant before he told you guys that we were pregnant. So, like... So believe me, I wasn't offended to not know. IKEA finally said yes, Krendor. I'm so happy for you. Now we just need Jesse to meet someone. I know, man. I'm pulling for that boy. Or he could be a spinster forever. Like, you know, whatever works. Did you get your stuff out of Barry's office? I sure did. Look, I was really shitty with how long I left stuff in there, but I'm not shitty enough to just leave a bunch of shit in there and then move to a different country. So Do you have all of your mugs? I kept 12 mugs, and I gave the rest of them away. I know. He was so... I would be like, Barry, I'm so sorry that all my shit is still in your office. And he'd be like, it's whatever. Don't worry about it. It's like, you know, I have a background. It's great. There's just stuff back there, so it's fine. And then I took everything out of there, and he was like, it's kind of sad in here now. He's so sweet. Who inherited the gym stuff? Like all the weights and things? Those came with the house. Those belonged to the owner. So the house inherited them. Is the giant fox pillow still with you? It is. I detached the tail from the head and took all of the stuffing out of the tail, and then we emptied the head entirely of all of the stuffing so that we were able to lay it completely flat in our suitcase. So I have to restuff it, but we did bring him with us. Murderers. What happened to the stuff you shipped? It's still shipping. It takes a long time. Where are your kitties? I don't know. Probably downstairs. It's really warm down there for some reason. It was actually so warm that this morning I turned the temperature down in the entire house because I was like, why is it so warm down here? It doesn't make any... It's December. We live in a house. We're too loud. We're two streamers working out of our home. So we were like, if we can afford a house, we're going to do that. Because we also have a child who sometimes screams. Warm, but Sam was talking about being wrapped in 3 blankets. Sam streams from around 9 p.m. to around 4 or 5 in the morning. And when he's streaming from here, up until this point, he's been streaming in a room that had to have a window open in order for a cable to get to a booster that's outside so that we have internet that's even remotely stable. So he's been streaming in a room in December in England with a window open in the middle of the night. So yeah. By the time he would go to bed, he was absolutely freezing. Sam's working the inverse 9 to 5. Yes, true. How long realistically would you be able to live in this current house? What do you mean? The guy who owns it doesn't seem too excited to get rid of us, so I think we could live here for a while. I think. Does the window have to be open forever? No, this is literally just while we have this frickin' 4G router that we're streaming off of. Once we have actual, for reals, normal-ass internet, our house can be a normal house with all of the doors and windows shut. once we have normal internet. The optimism of someone who doesn't know BT well. Sam basically like put them on blast on Twitter because we found out that they had been lying to us for a really long time about us being like escalated. Because we're getting a business line, right? Like we're willing to pay a decent amount of money to have stable internet for us both to work from home. So we were like, why is this not getting done? Do you not want our money? Right. And then we got a call from like somebody higher up in the food chain who was like, it turns out that all those times that you were told that you were DSO, you weren't. Your account has never been escalated at all. And we were like, well, that's really fucked up because we've been here for like, we started this process in September and you said that you escalated it in November. So y'all have been lying to us for how long? Like, we're just losing money here. Like, what? We're working off of a fucking 4G router. For real? So, yeah. At this point now, Sam put them on blast on Twitter, I guess. And now they're like, oh, they have audiences. Oh, well, whoops. So yeah, we're basically like, we don't care whose fault it is. Like, we literally don't care who was the problem in the chain of command in terms of us like getting shit done. We don't care. We just need it fixed. So if y'all could just get it done now, we're good. We're chill. Oblivious, thank you so much for the gifted subs. If you were gifted a sub just now, be sure to say thank you to Oblivious to me in chat. Yeah. Sam has joined the dark side when negotiating. It's just silly because we really did try to be on top of it and get it all set up and done so that we could move and immediately get back to working when we needed to. Oh well. I've had a fiber line running literally 3 meters from my house, but because we didn't join when they first laid it, I had to get the entire neighborhood to get fiber. What? Jesus. My throat is starting to hurt, so I think that I'm gonna wrap up now. But we've had nearly 3,000 of you in here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, especially since I changed the time on when we were going to be streaming today, and everything got a little messed up. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Hopefully tomorrow I'll feel even better. Hopefully Sam never feels as badly as I did while I was sick with this, but fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm going to read off everything in my activity feed. What is going on? Yeah, I'm going to read off everything that has happened today. And, oh, Arnar, thank you so much for the gifted subs. If you want to hang out and throw some hype in chat, welcome new people and everything, that would be great. If you got to go, I totally understand. But I will be raiding somebody. So if you want to stick around and spread the love after we're done with this list, that would also be awesome. It's a trap. Thank you for the Boxa. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. And Hypixian, thank you so much for the gifted subs as well. It's a trap. Thank you for the 52. Random for the 67. What's up, dude? Decepticon Skywarp for the 18. Real Al Gamer for the 33. Oblivious to Me. Thank you for the gifted subs. Majin Kyle for the 68. Henry Benners for the 27. Cupcakes of Chaos for the 13. Singing Silver for the 5. Gifted subs. Oh my gosh, I missed that. Thank you very much. Empty Juice Box for the 16. Assert Failure for the 68. Captain Pusek for the 60. Happy 5 years. Jotunda for the 15. Judah, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Spencenitis, thank you for the 35. Bumbo Scrubbins for the 8. J Money for the 17. K Cinnamon, thank you for the 4. Athenzia, thank you for the 4 as well. Venna for the 23. Nada Weasley for the 32. Fleet Command for the 16. Mod Hugs for the 16. Indecisive Volkova for the 46. Mata for the 20. Yin Yine, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Frankie Wujek, thank you for the 47. Cookie for the 30. High Face for the 7. John for the 34. Grumpy Grundle for the 37. Neo for the 21. Colt Fever for the 27. Danny for the 39. Absolute Uppercut for the 11. Pit Plays for the 28. Silas for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Straylight for the 42. Dawn Seeker for the 56. Popscockles for the 16. Hypixian, thank you again for those gifted subs. Benskeen for the 41. Bigfoot MG, thank you for the 32. Crumbling Biscuit for the 28. Barbecue Head for the 63. Battle Pumpkin for the 34. Copper Boom for the 14. Insidious Plague for the 54. Crazy Person for the 39. Hasuru for the 30. Young Tulip for the 13. Glork TV for the 54. Elixis 6, thank you for the 6. Jane Abs for the 26, Germs for the 13, Eagle Fang for the 37, Dead Pirate, thank you very much for subscribing. Weird Dakota for the 32, Banana Palm for the 47, Hypixian, thank you for gifting a sub to Astral Alley, welcome to the Cat Gang. Odd Lover, thank you for the 11, Loey for the 27, Shifty Monk for the 38, Seti, thank you for subscribing, welcome to the Cat Gang. Akaphobia, thank you for the 4, Shatterdome, thank you so much for all the biddies, Man of GB for the 5, B Dang for the 14, Killix for the 39, Oblivious to Me, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Pardue. Welcome to the Cat Gang. To the Scott for the 10, SJ Animus for the 17, Mr. Jewel Rock for the 7, Mossy for the 42, Terry Misu for the 3, Shashia for the 17, C. Decker for the 34, Nisgratis for the 40, Ramona Nora for the 22, Old Main Games for the 3, Bros of Brostar for the 4 years. Happy anniversary. King Koopa for the 26, Hypixian, thank you so much for gifting subs to Renosa and Krendor. Oh no, Hypixian gifted to Renosa, and Harper gifted a sub to Krendor. Thank you, Harper. Megan Series, thank you so much for the biddies. Dip Top for the 35. Duke Tal for the 23. M. Clevermore, thank you for the 4 years. Happy anniversary. Telly Rose for the 4. Ethal, thank you very much for subscribing. Dwake, thank you for the 10. Oblivious to Me, thank you for the gifted subs. Shiro Kirin for the 5. MLM for the 43. Arnar, Hypixian, and Boxa, thank you so much for all of the gifted subs at the end here. You guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much. Let's see who is streaming right now. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Quiston is playing Later Alligator. I love that game so much. Go say hi to Quiston. She's playing one of my favorite games from last year. Yeah, send some love. Enjoy yourselves. If I stream tomorrow, it'll be at night again because we have a birthday thing. So, yeah, I will let you guys know what the plan is, but I might be streaming around this time again tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.